right, so welcome to there are two things happening at the same time right now, which is actually one thing, of course. So welcome to the Out of Time class, and welcome to the Resurrection in Progress 40 days intensive, because that is starting today too. So I'm happy that you signed up for the 40 days and that we can start with it, and great that you're here. Yeah, today is the first day, so that's a bit like, wow, what is going to happen now? And in fact, it is a continuation for you too. It is a reunion. We come together to remember, and that's really the start of this. It's like remembrance, reunion. I'm happy that you're here, that we can say focus our attention to something that is real instead of something that is distracting us from it. That's so great. So sit back and relax would be a very good instruction at this point, because what we're going to realize literally in our minds, or what we're going to realize is what already is. So that's great. So that's a given too. Just discovering and entering deeper into the experience of what that might be for us, what that is for us. And so today, with this 40 days that we start, so there will be like every day a meeting. And some of you already asked, like 2 o'clock at night, a meeting, why? Why at that time? Or is that right? And it's like, well, the meetings are at 2 different times, and one of them is noon Central Time, Central Time in the USA, just for the ease of it, and the other one is 10 a.m. in Central European Time. And this is the place where I'm located. So I love to do morning sessions, and that's why I chose to set it up on 10 a.m. Central European Time. That might be for you in the middle of the night. Well, if you by any chance happen to wake up and like suddenly it happens that you're awake at 2, please join. And you don't have to turn on your camera, but you just be connected. That's fine. And even if you listen for 10 minutes, it's great. So I see more and more of us actually joining in the night too, just because it apparently happens that way, that you wake up or that you sleep that lightly, that it's like, yeah, okay, here I am. Well, I might as well just log in and see what happens. So just some household here is like, we always use the same link. So that's the link that you came in with today. That's easy. So the times for this first 2 weeks or so is pretty easy. Then the time change is occurring in the US and 2 weeks later in Europe. So that's nice. We're going to figure out how that's going to work, and it will be clear. It will be easy too. So starting with the Resurrection in Progress, in the invitation, as you could read it on the website of EV-Hub, like you could read it, resurrection, as any of the ideas that you held about yourself had no effect upon the wholeness of you. That is the resurrection. It's like none of it had any effect on your true self that is still completely whole and perfect. And so this is in fact what we're discovering in 40 days. We discover more and more of that. We go towards that to come into the expression or the active exercise of resurrection, letting go of ideas that have no reality in the first place. Like, no, it's not what you think you are. No, it's not. You're not who you think you are. Anything that you want to prove to yourself in matters of identification is just not it. And that is actually very reassuring to know that there is something that is what you are. So, and that is your true essence. And you know this, you've read about this, you have experienced glimpses of it, or you have a full-blown experience of it. That's great. All of that helps in the sense of we remember together that that there's such thing as a present memory of you that is the only true moment there really is. And so, yeah, that's what we practice. That was what we do. So today, in this 40 days, say start, we start here with a meditation, just to come to the exercise of entering into the present moment. And we do this using one prayer. And so one of the memories that came back is this is I said in the invitation too, it's like, what do we teach? Well, we actually teach the words of Jesus. Jesus as the, say, example, Jesus Christ as the example of resurrection. And the various expressions of Christ mind, if you want, the Christ mind, the whole mind, the different expressions of it, finding that emanated through certain persons, like Joel Goldsmith, or through certain books like A Course in Miracles or the New Testament, or who knows what might show up. So that is as a reference to, so what are we using here? So, well, in fact, we use the certainty of Jesus here. We use the certainty of his mind, his Christ mind, because there's literally the only mind there really is. It is your Christ mind. But see, you might not get that right away, and that's perfectly all right. So this is another opportunity to come to the revelation of that in yourself. So one other thing that is really important to remember here, that this is only about your experience of this all. It is not about the words I speak. It is not about what is being shared and how important the book can be, even though it can be helpful. It is not what that is about. Like the whole awakening process that you're in, awakening from natural man to spiritual man, is really like, in fact, staying with your experience of yourself, but allowing changes to occur in that to such a deep level that you, in fact, enter into contact with your soul, which is in perfect communication with everything that is, and with your Christ mind, seeing that that is the only mind there is. Now, I've said a couple of things now. So recognizing our Christ mind, I want to come back to that for just a moment. In fact, it's like where two or more are gathered in my name, I will be there, is nothing but the confirmation of that there's literally one whole mind, and that is yours, and that is mine. Like it's a shared one mind. It is one mind. And you say like, well, I don't experience it that way. Or maybe you do. That's great. So like, now these meetings that we have, we set up this 40 days to come to experience that more and more, that you literally see that there is only one thing going on, and that is your experience of this all. Like, you get opportunities to start to come to the place where you naturally communicate with God directly, or with one another directly, instantaneously. And so this is just part of the practice of that. So by becoming still altogether, letting go of the past, you dislodge yourself from a timeline that is not real. Like we're going to practice that in a moment. You enter into a moment that has nothing to do with time. There's no future, the past is gone. You let go of your ideas for just a moment and you enter into what you could call presence, and taking time to reside there, to dwell there for a moment. And whether that's for you a superficial experience or a gentle experience or a deep experience, it's all great. Like, you can't go wrong with this. It is more like just be gentle with yourself, inviting you to let go, to be present here, to turn off your phone or leave it for what it is. Don't react too much to what you see. Just go within, have your own experience, take time to breathe and to relax. So this is really the offering that is given in coming together here. So that is introduction to the moment that we're going to share together in the recognition of one mind. And so after this meditation, we continue with the Out of Time class. That the Out of Time class is already going for a couple of weeks, so to speak. Now we're so you enter into that class, you can stay with that, you can be part of it. That's perfectly all right. I know that you did not prepare that class as the participants in the class did, but be a complete and whole part with it or of it. You're completely invited to join, to see, and to enjoy, in fact. So, but now first, I love to share a screen with you in which I'm going to read a prayer. You could say it's a prayer. It's a contemplative prayer from A Course in Miracles, and it is very much to the point for why we are here, what we are doing, if there's such thing as doing, what we allow to occur to ourselves, and staying in that with our own experience in total relaxation, like allowing ourselves to come to our center, to the core of our being. And we practice the present in that sense. And in the meantime, we have a moment of quiet afterwards. Then I'll read this again after a couple of minutes, and then again, and then again. So I think I repeat it 3 times or so. Well, you will see. All right, so sit back and relax, and I'm reading this to you. I am in need of nothing but the truth. I sought for many things and found despair. Now do I seek but one, for in that one is all I need, and only what I need. All that I sought before, I needed not. And did not even want. My only need I did not recognize. But now I see that I need nothing, only truth. In that, all needs are satisfied. All cravings end. All hopes are finally fulfilled, and dreams are gone. Now have I everything that I could need. Now have I everything that I could want. And now at last I find myself at peace. So I'll repeat it one more time. I'm in need of nothing but the truth. I sought for many things and found despair. Now do I seek but one, for in that one is all I need, and only what I need. All that I sought for before, I needed not, and did not even want. My only need I did not recognize. But now I see that I need only truth. In that, all needs are satisfied, all cravings end, all hopes are finally fulfilled and dreams are gone. Now have I everything I could need. Now have I everything that I could want. And now at last I find myself at peace. Thank you, Father. I am in need of nothing but the truth. I sought for many things and found despair. Now do I seek but one, for in that one is all I need, and only what I need. All that I sought for before I needed not and did not even want. My only need I did not recognize. But now I see that I need only truth. In that, all needs are satisfied, all cravings end, all hopes are finally fulfilled and dreams are gone. Now have I everything that I could need. Now have I everything that I could want. And now at last I find myself at peace. I am in need of nothing but the truth. I sought for many things and found despair. Now do I seek but one, for in that one is all I need, and only what I need. All that I sought before I needed not, and did not even want. My only need I did not recognize. But now I see that I need only truth, and that all needs are satisfied, all cravings end, and all hopes are finally fulfilled, and dreams are gone. Now have I everything that I could need. Now have I everything that I could want. And now, at last, I find myself at peace.